Since then, there have been a few changes as far as the fast bowling department is concerned. A few new spinners have come too, and the batting core has remained the same more or less. But all in all, this team is a side which can go on to create history by winning the T20 World Cup too, and they've started off well in the World Cup. If at all there are a few areas of concern, it'll probably be the ability to pick up wickets in the power play, or probably the quota of fast bowling that needs to be probably determined as to who's going to bowl the overs with a new ball and probably at the tail end of the innings. But otherwise, I think this is a very formidable side. The batting is strong, and they got a lot of experience in the spin department, and it's a good side as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. This team has the potential to win the T20 World Cup too, because what has happened is in the recent past, most of them have played in the various leagues across the world. And inception of WPL has also helped their cause, because they know what it takes to compete, playing with the superstars of international cricket, playing alongside them, playing against them, and conversing with them. They picked up quite a lot of things on how to compete hard, and how to also ensure that they work on their game consistently to up the ante. So this has helped all the girls immensely, and the entire way they look at things, the entire way they approach a game is changed, because their confidence is rocketed sky high, especially after the triumph in the 50 over World Cup. And I don't see any reason why they should not go on to win this too. Listen, this batting lineup can challenge anybody, and this is as close as you can get to a very formidable lineup. You look at Smriti Mandhana, she doesn't hang in there. You look at Shafali, she can take the attack to the opposition camp. And then you have the likes of Harmanpreet Kaur, who can be a match winner on a day, Richa Ghosh. And then you also have Jemima Rodriguez, who can be extremely good in all formats. And she's worked out ways and means to get runs quickly. And she's a terrific runner between the wickets. And Deepthi can be handy too. So what more do you want in a batting lineup? They got everything. It's just a question of them clicking as a unit. Yes, there will be a lot of variables in a World Cup tournament. And in any given series or a tournament, you will have one or two performing better than the rest. So which means that we should not be really looking necessarily at what has not happened. We'll have to look at what has happened and what are the possibilities that can happen better in the upcoming games. And that's the way I would like people to look at it. Why do we always keep conceding the other sides are mightier than our girls? The thing is that even in the 2020 World Cup in Australia, we were pitted in a group of death, as it was dubbed then. There was Australia in the opening game, and the girls did well to defend about 136 or something like that in the opening game. The leggy Poonam Yadav picked up 4 wickets, and that was something that people thought was not possible. And then we had New Zealand in the same group. It was a tough group then. In fact, at that stage, the girls thought they could not play this format well enough, the T20 format, but they did extraordinarily well to qualify. And of course, they lost in the finals. That's a different story altogether. But now this side looks at things differently, like I mentioned earlier. And they have the wherewithal to beat Australia and South Africa. But yes, if you don't have tough games in a World Cup, what is the essence of a World Cup? That's what World Cup is all about. And that is why a side has to be good enough to beat the best of opponents if they have to become world champions. And I'm sure the girls are up to it. They can put it across Australia and South Africa, even though they both have a lot of great players in their ranks. And they are capable of really stunning everybody with the resources they have. But yet, do not ever take India lightly. She's become a lot more patient over the years, and that's what experience does to any cricketer. It makes them mature, because during my tenure, she was one who could get irritated easily, and she would also wear her heart on her sleeve. And over the years, what has happened is that she realized that as a captain, she's got to do whatever it takes to get the best out of her players. And that's the hallmark of a mature individual. That's exactly what an experienced cricketer is expected to do too. And the very fact that you mentioned that she is not averse to allowing others to garner the spotlight or the limelight speaks volumes of her as an individual who's putting the team ahead of herself.